These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten?
Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. Now, before we start, Steve has got a teaser for you. Steve.
OK. Coumarin, spelt C-O-U-M-A-R-I-N, is the scientific name given to which natural aroma?
And we'll find out the answer to that at the end of the show. Now, hoping to get one over on our quiz champions today are the All Saints from London. The majority of this team work at Deansfield Primary School in South Ruislip and quiz together at the Ascot in Eastcote every Wednesday. Let's meet them.
Hello, I'm Billy. I'm a Year 6 primary school teacher.
Hi, I'm Holly and I'm a Year 2 primary school teacher.
Hi, I'm Lucia and I'm a Year 3 primary school teacher.
Hi, I'm Julie and I'm a teaching assistant.
Hi, I'm Joe and I'm a Year 5 primary school teacher.
So, Billy and team, hello.
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 Great to see you. And Billy, all connected through a school?
Yeah, we work in the same primary school. Last year we worked as a team together and we've sort of dispersed into different year groups, and unfortunately Lucia has moved on to a different school as well.
All right, but quizzing together as well, crucially.
Yeah, we quiz every Wednesday at our local pub, the Ascot, with varying success, I think, yeah.
Well, don't give anything away.
Yeah.
You've actually got a phobia of eggs.
Yeah, I do. I think, personally, I believe that the more you stop and think about eggs, the more strange they become, so I try not to avoid them.
So you've had periods of your life where you've stopped and thought quite a lot about them?
Yeah, I think the general public should give it a more thought, really.
So how have you ended up on a show called Eggheads?
I know, yeah, that's the irony of it all, isn't it? So I'm kind of like facing
We
my
couldn't
fear
actually
right
be
now.
any stranger, he's quite safe.
No, that's right. Eggs and eggheads are a bit different, that's fine. I've got a phobia of eggheads myself, but you haven't got a phobia of eggheads?
No.
OK.
Yeah,
So you're ready for this, yeah?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Well, every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. Now, All Saints, this is exciting because the Eggheads have won the last 21 games, so they're steaming along. And I know how this works. They get confident, they start forgetting things, and bang, somebody takes them down. So there's £22,000 for you, if you can do that. A really good jackpot. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of arts and books, so one of you against either Lisa, Steve, Barry, Kevin or Chris.
Holly?
Holly.
Yeah.
Holly.
So Holly's going to take it on for us.
Holly, OK, our primary school teacher against which Egghead? There they all are, trying to look clever.
Can we play Steve, please?
Of course you can. Holly from the All Saints to play Steve from the Eggheads on arts and books, and to ensure there's no conferring, would you please take your positions in the question room? Holly, where did you get the name Holly from?
Well, I got the name Holly because I'm born on Christmas Day.
Oh, perfect. I won't ask which Christmas it was. But of course, when you're a child, that's always inconvenient, isn't it?
With me, my family have always been making sure that it's separate. So the morning is Christmas and the evening is my birthday.
And you've got a first-class degree in English and drama, so you absolutely love your books, I'm thinking.
Yeah, so I do like reading and I like theatre as well, so hopefully some books about the theatre might come up.
OK, arts and books. Holly, your choice against Steve. Would you like to go first or second?
Can I go first, please?
Good luck, Holly. Here we go. The Ghost of Jacob Marley is a character in which work by Charles Dickens? Oliver Twist, A Tale of Two Cities, or A Christmas Carol?
It is A Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol is right. Well done. Steve, in ballet, which part of the body is in contact with the floor during a move described as on point? Toes, hands, or back?
Yeah, that. Probably back if it were me, but it's toes.
Toes is the right answer. Holly, over to you. I cannot be right all the time. Quite often, I is left instead of right. Is a quotation from which Roald Dahl character? Willy Wonka, the BFG, or Matilda?
I think that it is the VFG.
The BFG is correct. Playing well. Steve, the Reverend William Collins is a character in which 19th century novel? Pride and Prejudice, Jude the Obscure, or War and Peace?
Right. I love my 19th century novels. It's not War and Peace. I mean, there's going to be people screaming at the tellies now to watch Pride and Prejudice saying it's that. So really, I ought to go with that. I'm not entirely sure, but I will say Pride and Prejudice.
All right, well, I know Lisa will know this. Lisa?
It is Pride and Prejudice.
It is Pride and Prejudice. So, level. See if you can shake him off. Holly. Which of these is the name of an invented language in the 1962 Anthony Burgess novel A Clockwork Orange? Nadsat, Navi, or Lapine?
Nadsat.
You went straight there. Have you seen the film or read the book? Or
I read the book.
Nadsat is quite right. You are good. You're very, very good. Okay, on the edge here. Steve, the Book of the Duchess is an early work by which poet? Chaucer, Donne, Keats.
I think I'm done. I really do not know. I mean, I've read complete works of Chaucer as well. But it don't ring a bell, that. I don't. Book of the Duchess. Sorry, can you just spell Duchess for me, Jeremy?
Yeah, just as you'd expect.
Right.
D-U-C-H-E-S-S.
In that case, I'm going to rule Chaucer out because I think he spelt things a bit different. Might be entirely wrong to do that. I don't know. I'm going to say done because I've got to say something.
Do you know this, Holly?
No, I don't.
Okay, Barry knows it.
It's Chaucer, I'm afraid.
Chaucer, Steve. And you read the complete works and obviously the Duchess was in there.
Well, I expect if I thought it had been Chaucer, it had an E on the end, spelled slightly differently, like Old English.
Yeah, I don't know. The missing E. You're going to be missing from the final.
Yeah.
Well done, Holly. How about
Thank you.
that? You're on the way, guys. She took on an egghead and she won and never even got a question wrong. So it's great news for the challengers. Are they on the way to the £22,000? Please rejoin your teams. Well, Steve.
All good things come to an end.
Well, it was a good thing because I think you'd had 16 arts and books rounds and won them all.
As all that question with your name on it, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's right, the Chaucer question. Anyone read the Duchess book? Anyone know anything about it, Eggs?
Long time ago.
You've read it, Kevin? Yeah.
Long time ago. I think, his patron was John of Gaunt, who was Duke of Lancaster, so I'm assuming the Duchess concerned would have been Mrs. Gaunt.
And when would that have been written, Kevin?
Well, it's 14th century. Probably somewhere around about the 1360s.
Right.
About.
Time of day?
About 10 o'clock. That was his
10
best
o'clock in the morning. All right, so this is a very good start for our challengers. The All Saints haven't lost any brains from the final round. The Eggheads have lost one, and the next subject for you is sport. So think about this.
That's definitely.
Yeah, Billy.
OK, Billy,
Billy.
team captain goes in. Keep up the pressure. Who looks non-sporty?
Well, I think they all look sporty to some degree. I'd like to take on Chris, please.
That's going to go down well.
Your name will also go on the list.
So Billy from the All Saints taking on Chris from the Eggheads. Please go into our booth now. So, Billy, did you choose the team name?
Yeah, it kind of comes from our shared collective love of 90s pop music, really. We all are partial to a bit of cheesy 90s music, and like All Saints are, in particular, one of our favourites.
You into them, Chris, out of interest?
Well, not really, no. Can't honestly say I'm into that sort of music at all.
Were those air inverted commas you just did, air quotes?
Correct.
I didn't think you'd ever do that. We've never seen that before.
Seen it now.
All right, so we're on sport, not Chris's favourite subject. Billy, would you like to go first or second?
I'd like to go first, please.
See if you can make it 2 rounds in a row. That really would be quite something with £22,000 to play for. In which of these professional sports is the crossbar of the goal lowest? Rugby union, football, or ice hockey?
I think that would be ice hockey.
I'm picturing them and you're absolutely right. Ice hockey it is. Chris, Magic Johnson was a celebrated player in which US sport? Baseball, basketball, or American football?
Magic Johnson played basketball.
Basketball is right. Back to you, Billy. Who was National Hunt Racing's champion jockey every year from 1996 to 2015? Tony McCoy, Richard Dunwoody, or Peter Scudamore?
To be honest, I'm completely clueless when it comes to horse racing, so I'm just going to have to be a guess. I'll go for Tony McCoy.
Is he right, Chris?
I think he might be, actually.
Tony McCoy is the right answer. That's good. He's very sure-footed. Have you even got a question wrong yet, team? You haven't, have you? OK, Chris, which male tennis player won all 4 Grand Slam singles titles in 1962 and 1969? Was this Ken Rosewall, Rod Laver, or Roy Emerson?
Going back to 62, It's got to be Rod Laver.
Rod Laver is the right answer. So we go back to you, Billy. In Formula One racing, what colour flag is used to indicate that a race has been stopped? Red, blue, or green?
Again, it's not a sport that I'm very familiar with. I don't really watch Formula One. I think red might be too obvious, so I'm going to go for blue.
Challengers, do we know?
It's red. Blue is if you need to be overtaken by someone that's faster than you, so it's red.
Yeah, so blue is an overtaking one. Red is the one.
Oh, it was the obvious one.
First wrong answer from our challengers. So Chris has a chance to take the round on this. Which male England forward was named Breakthrough Player of the Year at the 2016 World Rugby Awards? George Cruz, Joe Marler, or Maro Itoje?
Well, I've never heard of the first two, but Maro Itoje is ringing a vague bell, so I'll say Maro Itoje.
Maro Itoje. Do you know this one, Billy?
Yeah, I think it's that one as well.
Yeah, it is Maro Itoje, so 3 in a row for Chris. So exactly what happened in the last round in reverse. Billy's now knocked out and the teams are level. Return to us and we're going to play the next round. Okay, as it stands, the All Saints, our challengers today, have lost 1 brain from the final round. The Eggheads have lost a brain as well, so it's very, very level. And it's science now. Who would like this?
It's me or you.
Have we got a science teacher here?
Yeah, we all do it. We all sort of.
Oh, you all do science, okay.
Yeah. Primary science.
Primary science.
No one's specialism.
What do you think, guys?
What do you think for that one?
I think.
What do you think, Joe?
Stay.
Right.
Yeah, you stay.
Yeah.
You go.
And who do you think?
I think you.
Lucia?
Who's it going to
Sure.
Give me Lucia, please.
Okay, Lucia.
Oh dear.
And against which Egghead? So we've got Barry and Kevin and Lisa.
Lisa, if that's okay.
So Lucia from the All Saints and Lisa from the Eggheads going head-to-head on science. Please take your positions. All right, Lucia, are we ready?
Just about. Let's go.
And tell me your name is Italian. of
It
course.
is, yes. My dad's Italian, my mum's Welsh, so bit of a strange mix.
And do you call that Welsh Italian or Italian Welsh?
I think I'm a Welsh Italian. I'm predominantly Welsh. Got the accent to prove it, so.
You got married in Italy?
I did, yes. Got married in Lake Como in Italy, so it's the most amazing day.
And so how did you arrive at the wedding then, Lucia?
We arrived in style. I actually got a speedboat to the reception, but it was going so fast I actually lost my veil on the way to the reception, but we recovered it.
Oh, it blew off on the boat, did it?
It did, yes, because we were going
Brilliant.
so fast, but very exciting journey. I felt like James Bond for a day.
How wonderful. Gosh, what a picture. Okay, so science, and would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please.
Here we go, Lucia. Good luck against Lisa. Which part of the human body is sometimes referred to as the umbilicus? Is it the belly button, armpit, or kneecap?
That would be the belly button.
Belly button is correct. Okay, Lisa. Which of these letters does not appear on the periodic table of the elements? C, J, or H?
Okay, definitely elements that begin with C and H, so it must be J.
So H is what?
Hydrogen.
C is...
Carbon.
And J is...
Your first initial.
Yes, it's not an element, sadly. Okay, J is correct, and back to you, Lucia. Which of these is a type of swan? Buicks, Picules, or Petronias?
Okay. Isn't it ironic? I come from Swansea, and I'm not sure about these swans, so let's have a think. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna do the tactic of going straight in the middle, and I'm gonna go for the Piculettes.
Okay, now let us see here. Piculettes, anybody? Eggheads, what is a Piculette?
Sure.
It's not a swan.
It's not,
It's not
not
what do you-
swan as far
Chris,
as
what
I
do you
know.
think it is?
It's Buicks.
Buicks is a kind of swan. Here's your second question, Lisa. You can take the lead with us. In physics, what is defined as the smallest unit into which matter can be divided without the release of electrically charged particles? The atom, molecule, or quark?
Okay, yeah, I think if you cut an atom up, you start splitting up your protons and your electrons, and it all gets a bit messy, so I think that must be an atom.
Who's our scientist over here? Barry?
It's absolutely an atom.
Atom is the right answer, Lisa. Well done. That was impressive. Okay, Lucia, your question now, and you need to get this one right. The lowest temperature theoretically attainable, known as absolute zero, is equivalent to roughly how many degrees Fahrenheit? Minus 460, minus 360, or minus 260?
I'm afraid it's going to be a guess again, so I'm going to go with minus 360.
Okay, let's check with the eggs here. Eggs?
I think it's
460.
460, you say?
Yes, it's minus 459 point something.
Right, and what's that in centigrade or Celsius?
Minus 273.
Well, it's a very difficult question, Lucia. I'm sorry, you've got it wrong. It is minus 460. And we say, well done, Lisa. You're in the final round, Lucia. You've been knocked out by our egghead. Return to us. One more round to play before the final. As it stands, the All Saints have been knocked back a little bit here. They've lost 2 brains from the final round. But the Eggheads have lost a brain, and there's plenty of hope left. The next subject is film and TV. So who wants this?
Me then.
Julie. Yeah.
Julie, okay.
Me then.
Against which Egghead, Julie? And you can have either Kevin or Barry.
She'd like to take on Kevin.
Very good. Said with confidence. Julie from the All Saints is going to take on Kevin from the Eggheads. For the last time, please go to our question room. So you've got the film and TV round here, Julie.
Thank you.
Was that were you press ganged into it?
Anything to help them out.
All right. And you're known as the Wise Owl
I am.
on the team. Why is that?
Well, it started out, I think, as Wise Owl, and then they slipped the old bit in, and now they forget the old bit. But as you see, I'm older than them, so I just help them out. Bits here and bits there.
I hadn't even noticed. So film and TV, Julie, would you like to go first or second against Kevin?
I'll go first, thank you.
OK, let's see if you can level things up here. Here we go. Sharon, Tracy and Dorian are the main characters in which TV comedy series that was first broadcast in 1989? Birds of a Feather, Drop the Dead Donkey, or Spaced?
Birds of a Feather. I
Straight
do like
in.
that. Birds of a Feather, yes.
Birds of a Feather's quite
Birds
right.
of a Feather.
Do you think the kids would have got that here?
Yes.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, I think they would have got that one.
Oh, OK.
I think they'd have got that one.
Well done. Birds of a Feather. Kevin, over to you. The post-apocalyptic nation of Panem appears in which series of films? Kevin, is this Harry Potter, Twilight, or The Hunger Games?
That's the imaginary future version of the USA, or if it's the future, in the Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games is the right answer. All right. Julie, back to you. The Travelator was a regular feature on which Saturday night game show? Hole in the Wall, Gladiators, or Blind Date?
Oh, definitely wasn't Blind Date. That's our Silverback, wasn't it? Hole in the Wall, no. Gladiators, it's definitely.
Gladiators is the answer. The Wise Owl is playing well here. Kevin, which of these is a Looney Tunes character? Barney Rubble, Elmer Fudd, or Donald Duck?
Right, well, Donald Duck was Disney. Barney Rubble was in the Flintstones, which was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. So the Looney Tunes one, which is Bugs Bunny and Friends, would be Elmer Fudd.
Yes, I hadn't realised the distinction, but you're quite right. It is Elmer Fudd. Level after 2 questions. Julie, by what name did John Travolta mistakenly introduce Frozen star Idina Menzel at the 2014 Oscars ceremony? Was it Adele Dazeem, Glom Gazingo, or Davina Denzel?
Oh, gosh. I know John Travolta, but Glom Casino doesn't sound quite Davina, does it? I think I'm going to have to go with Adele Dazeem. Yes, Adele Dazeem.
Let me ask your teammates.
We would have gone for that.
Yes.
Remind us what happened, because it was very
Don't
funny.
know.
Well, it was, I think he was presenting an award, or she was coming out to present an award, and he introduced her as Adele Dazeem, and it was a bit of a stunned reaction in the audience, you could say.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Adele Dazeem is the right answer. And my wife, we played this the next day, and the internet just picks the thing out, doesn't it? So the next morning, that's all anyone's talking about. And it didn't make any sense how he'd gone from Idina Menzel to Adele Dazeem.
Yeah, he was so confident saying it.
Yeah, and he says something wickedly funny, delightfully delicious, Adele Dazeem. And my wife laughed so much that she's in my phone as Adele Dazeem. So it was, so it was really weird seeing it here. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, very good. Right, so Kevin, you're behind, and if you get this wrong, you're out. In film and television, someone credited as a grip would be most likely to have worked in which area of production? rigging, hair and makeup, or prop and set design?
Well, there's quite a bit of gripping involved in hair and makeup at times, but it's you could see how it would work with rigging, but I believe it's prop and set design.
Prop and set design. Is he right, Eggheads?
Yeah.
Yep, they all say yes. Yep, totally wrong. It's rigging.
It is rigging, is it?
Yeah, well done, Julie. You knocked out
right.
Kevin. That's what about that? And so convincing was your answer that
I thought it was,
all the Eggheads completely agree with you. They just all said, yep, that's right, yeah.
Well, I was
Think in the box.
expecting, funnily enough, if it had come up and said something about electricians, I would have been tempted to go for that, but
There we go.
There we are.
Rigging. Rigging as you.
Okay.
There we are. You're off the rigging, Kevin. Falling into the sea. Well done. I've got a feeling about this team now. What about the wise owl there?
That's why she gets the name of it.
Such a cool player, my
Yeah.
goodness. So come back to us and we will play the final round for £22,000. Well, they did level it up, didn't they? This is what we've been playing towards. It is time for our final round. As always, it's general knowledge. But those of you who lost your head-to-heads, I'm afraid can't take part in this round. So that's Billy and Lucia from the All Saints, but it's also Steve and Kevin from the Eggheads. Would you please leave the studio? Holly, Julie and Joe, you are playing to win the All Saints £22,000. You can do it. Lisa, Barry and Chris, you are playing for something that money cannot buy, the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time they're all general knowledge. You may confer. So, All Saints, the question is, can your 3 brains defeat these 3? Simple as that. You don't even need to answer that one. Would you like to go first or second?
Well, first, it's been going OK for us so far, so we'll go first again, thanks.
OK, Joe and team, here we go. What word is used to describe words which have the same pronunciation but different meanings or spellings? Is it homophones, homologues, or homographs?
Yeah, so we've been teaching this very recently, and I think the children would be yelling if we got this wrong. So we're going to say homophones.
Homophones is right. OK, to the Eggheads. What is the meaning of the word lugubrious? Cheeky, droll, or gloomy?
Gloomy. All happy with that?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I'm trying to avoid a lugubrious look on my face, but we think the answer is gloomy.
Gloomy is right. All right, this is going well so far. Which of these guides is known for its guidance on British etiquette? Debrett's, Whitaker's, or Bradshaw's?
Well, I don't really know.
Someone's in Debrett's. Debrett sounds more. Bradshaw's definitely not.
Do you think Debrett?
Whitaker's, yeah, I'd say Debrett's.
OK, well, I think the consensus from the team, I'm not sure we're entirely sure, but I think we're going to go for Debrett's.
OK, let me just check this with the Eggheads. Is Whitaker's a guide?
Yes.
What is it?
Almanac.
And Bradshaw's?
Bradshaw's a railway guide.
Railways.
Railway guide.
Debrett's is the right answer.
Hey.
Nicely done. OK, next question. In Anglo-Saxon mythology, Eggheads, what was the craft or profession of the figure called Wayland? Was Wayland a blacksmith, weaver, or cooper?
He was a smith.
Yeah.
Well, Wayland the smith instantly came to all 3 of us, so the answer is blacksmith.
Blacksmith is correct. Let's just see, this is very tense here. We've got £22,000 and the score is 2-2, appropriately. Which TV sitcom features a character called Ray Purchase, played by Harry Peacock? Toast of London, Fleabag, or Peep Show?
I think it's definitely not Peep Show. Well, I've never heard of Fleabag. I would have a guess of Toast of London. That would be my guess.
Yeah, because Fleabag I've not heard of either.
Yeah.
Peep Show is definitely right.
Yeah,
So
so
go
we
on,
go Toast
Toast
of
of London.
OK, I think, again, we're not sure, but I think sort of general consensus on what ones we've heard of and things like that, I think Toast of London.
Toast of London is the right answer. Well done. 3 out of 3. Oh, my goodness me. You've done what you needed to do.
Goodness me.
Woo! So, £22,000.
Come on.
You may not need to do another stroke of work today. you could just relax and watch. If you get this wrong, Eggheads, the jackpot goes to our challengers. If you get this wrong, they've won. Here's your question. According to Sigmund Freud's model of the human psyche, which part of the mind mediates between the conflicting desires of the other two? Id, ego, or superego?
Gosh. I never can remember the difference between all three of these.
Well, the id is the down below bit, isn't it?
I can't believe it's the ego.
I always thought the ego and the id were the two conflicting halves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which would lead me to go with
Super.
the other
That would be my idea.
But, you know.
No, that would be my guess as well. I can't imagine it's the id or the ego, because they have distinct things. They're not mediators. They have distinct action.
The superego is sort of the glue holding it all together.
If we break this down, then ego is I, isn't it? And then id is it. So you've got the part that makes you you and the part that makes you the beast, isn't it? It's the kind of. I think
isn't the id the subconscious and the ego is the conscious?
Yeah, it's a kind
something
of
like that.
Element. So the superego presumably is like an overarching one. This is purely linguistic now. I'm going. I've no idea whether Freud was misusing his Latin terms or not.
Well, we all seem to come to the same conclusion.
Yeah. And if
for
it's
slightly
wrong,
different reasons, and if it's wrong, it's
right,
wrong.
That's our sword. Then it's ready for falling. Go on, Barry.
Well, with absolutely no confidence whatsoever, but we've all come to the same conclusion, and we're going to go and keep our fingers crossed for superego.
So superego is your answer. Okay, the id and the ego kind of warring with each other, and above them is the superego. Kevin, do you want to tell us, is it the superego?
But I would have gone for superego. I think that's the mediator.
Ooh.
Okay, so if you've got it wrong, the challengers walk away with £22,000. You've said superego. The answer was the ego. We say congratulations, challengers. You have won.
Oh my gosh. No.
The funny thing is, I followed your logic completely, and I can see why you said that, but it was wrong. Well done.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Yeah, great question.
Great question.
And there were some crucial answers you gave earlier on where you came through there, and Toast of London was crucial as well. So
That was
all of your literature, Holly, and Julie, your round as well, vital. So well done, well done. So we found a little gap here. Freud is a gap for them.
Gosh.
How you feel about that, Billy?
We're absolutely over the moon. We can't believe it.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. We hopefully made our school proud anyway.
Yeah, they'll all be watching. Of course they will. Fantastic. Well, school, if you're watching, they are officially cleverer than the Eggheads. How about that? The All Saints have won £22,000. Now, amidst all the excitement, we mustn't forget your question, Steve. What was it?
Yeah, it does seem a bit anticlimactic now, Jeremy, doesn't it? But the question was, coumarin is a scientific name for which natural aroma?
OK, now we asked that at the beginning, just so you could have some fun at home. And Steve, give us the answer.
Well, it's a chemical found in plants and it's associated with the smell of cut grass.
You said that.
You said that, did you?
I said that
earlier on. OK, Joe, they're on. The challengers knew that, so there we go. Listen, well done. What a brilliant, brilliant game. And the Eggheads are going to go away and have a massive crisis meeting now. Join us next time on Eggheads to see if a new team of challengers will be able to beat them, just like All Saints did. Until we meet again, goodbye.